We're down to 4 chapters. Let's see what we learn. Hey guys! Welcome back to my channel. I'm Gabriella and this is the Ink Bunny, and this is vlog 2 of the Black History Month readathon. If you're new to the channel or you haven't seen the other 2 videos, I'll put the links up here. But basically, for the month of February, I just wanted to read more mysteries that had either a Black main character or was written by a Black author. I chose 3 books for the TBR just because February is kind of short and I wanted to make sure I could attempt to get through them all. The last video we did Like a Sister by Kelly Garrett, and in this video we are going to be talking about We Lie Here by Rachel Howzell Hall. I finished this book today. It's the 19th of February. This is book 2. This was decently long. It had about 64 chapters. I'm going to give it 3.54 carats. As I was reading it, the mother character, Barbara, who had like a million names. She was Barbara, she was Bee, she was Barbie. She had so many names. That character was just super unlikable. And it made me feel some kind of way because she was like the matriarch of the family and she was like running stuff and she was in charge. And the fact that she was just so unlikable, it kind of felt like a dig to like strong Black women, you know? So that kind of made me feel some kind of way. I honestly wasn't sure if I was even going to finish it due to that. But there's a reason for that, I guess. That's all I'm going to tell you about that. So it's okay, I guess. It just kind of turned me off when I first started the novel. It took me a while to like get into the inner workings. But the gist of the novel is that there's a main character. Her name is Yara. She's the daughter of Barbie. And she is celebrating her parents' renewal of wedding vows. And so she sets up this elegant like dinner party, food, wine, celebration of love for them, and she's there a week in advance, I believe, in order to make sure that everything gets set up in time. So in that week's time, all of the things that need to occur in this novel occur. It's pretty fast-paced. She gets to the place where they live, which I believe is the small town in like California. They keep talking about Los Angeles County, so but basically she sets up this party. She has asthma, she has anxiety, she has night terrors, dreams, she sleepwalks, she has a bunch of stuff. She takes a bunch of medicine. The asthma is so difficult that she gets a separate hotel room because it's going to be easier for her to breathe. The very first thing that starts off this entire war between her sister Dominique, and her mom is that she's not staying at the house. Now, her mom's known her all of her life. She knows that she has this asthma. She knows that she has these problems, but she's still upset that she would rather sleep somewhere besides her childhood home and breathe good than be with her family and suffer. And that was like the first thing that turned me off. And the things sort of snowball. But while she's at the hotel, she receives text messages from another family member. Her name is Felicia Campbell. And she is basically like, hey, you need to know these things about your mother. I need to meet you. Can we talk? And she's like, I have no idea who you are. Like, this is weird. No. So she kind of blows her off. And then while she is getting ready to leave the hotel to go to her parents' home, this Felicia character meets her there. And she like is trying to explain why she needs to speak with her, and she's kind of creeped out because I just told you no and now you're outside my hotel, you know? So in like the concern, she's just kind of backing away, and Felicia reaches for her necklace and like scratches her, takes it off her neck. Which of course is a big no-no. Like, don't touch women you don't know. Cousins or not, like that's weird. Don't do that. But she seemed enthralled with her necklace. And then she apologizes, and then she like runs away. So I was like, okay, what's going on here? And then strange things begin to happen. They get threatening letters and postcards. She sees people following Yara. Yara sees people following her. People parked where they shouldn't be parked there while she's in there, but then gone when she leaves, stuff like that. And then they wake up, I think it's like 2 days later, 3 days later, with Felicia's body being found in the lake and police calling it suicide. So now Yara is concerned. Felicia was very interested in talking to her about what, and now she'll never know because she's dead. So she just starts to slightly investigate the situation until it snowballs into this huge investigation, and that's the gist of the story. The characters and the evolution of the clues until we find our culprit is top notch. I may not have the characters may not have been likable to me. Like, I may not have enjoyed the characters as people like, oh, I love this character, I want to see them make it, or I love this character, I wish I had a friend like her. I don't have those feelings for these characters, but they were very well done. They were all dynamic. They had multiple sides to them. You weren't sure who did what. It's one of those books where almost everyone seems guilty, you know? Which I love. I love a good book that has lots of good suspects for me to go through. That's probably one of my like favorite things in a mystery, are the suspects and how they decide to outline the plot. So I really like this. I'm gonna give it 4 carrots. I really enjoyed the storyline, the plot. While the characters were unlikable, I still enjoyed most of them, and I would recommend this to anyone else. I did not come across any trigger warnings in the novel. As a Black woman, I will say that racism is not thick in this, but it's definitely prevalent. As Black women, when we go somewhere and we notice we're the only ones there, that kind of sensation is very prevalent in this novel. And it's not rough, but I read to get away from reality, so this felt very realistic to me, which was sort of triggering for me. So I figured I would give that just in case y'all decide to read this too. So 4 carrots, second book down, woot. This book was thick, y'all. I think it was 400 something pages. It had 64 chapters in it, but it still moved fast. I think I started it Thursday or Monday I started it, and I got through it throughout the week. I did take a couple days off because I had a lot of events this week. I had a Broadway rave. I had went to go see a movie. I had a photo shoot. I had a full like Valentine's Day worth of activities with my fiance. So I was everywhere all week. But I still managed to complete it, and I finished it today, Sunday the 19th. Tomorrow is the 20th. I finished it on Sunday the 19th, and it was pretty enjoyable. The last book on our TBR is The Black Queen by Jumata Emill, and I'm so excited to read this. Now, as you can see, she's a bit of a thick sister, but we have 9 days left in the month, so I think there's plenty of time to be able to get this going. And now that it's pretty much the only book that I'm reading, I have it on good faith and authority that we will complete it. So let's get into it. That other book was a bit nuts. That was really crazy. I'm glad that I got the chance to read it. So in this one, we have a Black homecoming queen who gets murdered. It's right here, so it's not a spoiler. Who gets murdered, and her best friend is black, and she thinks that the other running contestant, the white girl, did it. And I guess this is just about her journey about figuring out if she did or if somebody else did. So I'm excited. And this one is a lot of pages. 392 pages. So this is what we'll be reading next. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Gabby. This is the Ink Bunny. And I'm a hop out. See ya.